Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Journey to Platinum. Now in this game, as you can see, we're playing Jhin Soraka against Ashe Seraphine. So definitely very poke heavy lane on their side, and definitely, well, our lane has quite a bit of poke as well, but we generally have some good sustain with it as well. But then again, with Seraphine's double cast of her W, I suppose that they have some really good sustain as well. She did start her E though, which is good to know. Definitely good to know that she doesn't have her Q, at least level 1. So we can be aware that we don't have to be too careful around the minions and the extra damage range of them. But we do have to be careful of the CC that can come out. Looking at the rest of the teams, nothing too out of the ordinary. Katarina having teleport instead of flash. I'm not sure if that's standard or not. I wouldn't have thought it would have been. But I mean, it might very well might be. I'm not really a Katarina player. But I am happy to see the Katarina on our team, because Katarina at the moment is just ridiculously strong, so here's hoping that she'll be able to pilot the champion to an okay level. But yeah, so we will be leashing here. Most likely their bot lane will also be leashing, but we'll keep an eye on top lane just to see. Yep, they are leashing, but we will still go around this way anyway. So I have gone Dark Harvest this game instead of Fleet Footwork. I was considering going Fleet Footwork, considering the amount of poke that their lane has, but I ended up just going for the Dark Harvest anyway for the damage. And I did also go for Cleanse, as you can see. And also, yeah, the Seraphine Ashe combination is obviously very bad for us because of the slows that Ashe autos provide for the Seraphine. So she doesn't even need to land both of her both parts of her double E to get the root. But instead, if she lands them both, then she will instead just get a stun. So we do still need to be very cautious of that. But yeah, Ashe W or Ashe auto into Seraphine E is just very bad for us. So we want to obviously avoid that as much as possible. But yeah, I'm starting to think that I definitely should have gone Fleet Footwork this lane. But that is okay. We will just have to try and see if we can burst them down before losing too much HP ourselves. But at the moment, all we want to do is farm up, let Soraka scale as well. Because yeah, this damage that we can't really deal with from them is not very helpful for us, obviously. We will need to potentially use our potion soon as well. Okay, I'm just going to cleanse and flash, but unfortunately I'm going to die anyway. So, very unfortunate there, just the obnoxiousness of Seraphine Ashe. We also will pick up a dagger here. Just start heading into probably Gale Force this game. Right, so looking at our topside jungle now, looks like Diana is going to kill our Katarina there with the flash ignite. Ooh, okay, Katarina's actually going to live, so that's all good. Lee Sin should really leave though. Because, yep, there's the Diana on cue. So, and that was a misclick on that minion, I wanted to hit the other one. That's okay. Yeah, so my team are just not really making the correct decisions right now, I would say. But Katarina was able to bring that back, which is good. That gives Katarina 2 kills, so definitely something I'm more than happy about. Just gonna make the farming here. Ashe is back in lane now. So Seraphine, they both got a kill out of that last exchange. I don't know why Soraka decided to silence right there. But hey. Okay. Okay, that Q didn't bounce to the Seraphine, unfortunately. But yeah, there's really nothing that we can do against this lane, I would say. So I'm just gonna push up there and maybe try and help out mid lane a little bit. Cool. We'll go for that, and we will get the Dark Harvest stack as well as my W off there. So, I also noticed... Oh no, never mind. It is just the enemy Gragas. I'm also going to get a W off on the Seraphine there. We are going to go for the Ashe here, because that looks like who Lee Sin is going for. Cool. Now we do need to be careful of the Gragas here. So we will just dump our trap down there in case he decided to charge onto us. But thankfully for us, he decided not to. Oh, okay, and then Q bounced in a kind of an awkward way, so that meant that we weren't able to secure all those minions there. And this is where we just want to push the wave out and then head off, I think. And we'll just make sure that that wave pushes in. And we will look to back here. Okay, so with 900 gold, 950 gold, we will be able to get our Noon Quiver. But it looks like we're not actually just going to be able to back here. And I actually do kind of want to go for Boots of Swiftness in this lane because of the Ashe slows. Anyway. But yeah, now we're in a little bit of an annoying situation here. Because obviously we are now stuck in lane. But I will get a chance to leave here. So I'm going to ping my Boots of Swiftness there. Just let them know what I'm looking at doing. And if you're wondering why Boots of Swiftness, if you don't sort of know too much about the item, it does reduce the power of slows. So, and obviously going against an Ashe, that's going to be very beneficial for me. And also with Jhin, Boots of Swiftness and movement speed does just synergize really, really well with his kit anyway. So yeah, it's a good first buy sometimes. They are going to pick up that tower plate there, unfortunately, but they won't be able to get any more. So, and I should be able to get this cannon. Nope, I was a little bit too slow on that. Unlucky there. We're not going to get hit by the Seraphine E at least. And we will be able to pick up these minions, I would say. Oh, not quite that one. Just walk up here in case, because yep, looks like Katarina is having troubles there. And yeah, we're not going to be able to help there at all. Seraphine did use her ult, so at least we can be a bit more confident in lane 9 that she doesn't have that, at the very least. Oh, and I didn't manage to get that last minion there with my fourth shot. We will pick up our ult here. Okay, Gragas is just going to flash for me there. He actually had his flash up, I didn't think he did. I was looking to flash as well, but I just waited a little bit longer because I didn't think he would be able to flash on me. And he also ulted me, and then the Ashe uses her ult there. So yeah, just not very good. We will get another longsword before heading back into lane. And Katarina will be able to push her lane in at least. Or should be able to anyway. And Lee Sin did take that opportunity to go and take Gragas's red buff and also his Krugs by the looks of it. So, you know, at the very least we're getting something out of it. And we're going to miss that W on the Ashe, unfortunately. Okay. And now we do need to walk up here again because it looks like Gragas is going in on the Katarina. But it looks like he's walking away now, so we'll just go back to the bot lane. And we'll just get most of those minions. Okay, so Gragas is up near the top side, so we don't have to worry too much about him. But Seraphine will have her ult back now. So we do need to be cautious of her still. And we will just use Q on that minion there to try and push the wave out as much as possible. Okay. A little bit too quick on our W there, but it didn't hit anyway, so not too big of a deal. We will come up here, get a ward over here. But they have vision there, so you know, we probably can't really help out too much with mid lane. So instead we will just go back to pushing this in. Good thing that our Lee Sin is on a killing spree at least. And we should be able to pick all these minions up, which we can. Our Katarina will die, unfortunately, to the Diana there. And yeah, now they're just back in lane ready to poke us out again. And unfortunately, oh no, it's fine. I thought the Seraphine had the Jhin bug on her where the W was just permanently on her. But yep, now they can just do that. Which is quite frankly just very unfair, but that's okay. Not really much we can do in this lane. Seraphine Ashe is probably the most annoying lane in the entire game, in my opinion. Because there is just literally zero you can do about it. There's just too many champions to ban in the game at the moment. So we will just clear that minion wave out. And we are kind of low on mana, so ideally I don't really want to be sticking around here. But the Gragas is around as well. We'll just ult up here, see if we can help out at all. I don't have the mana again, as I was saying. I just don't have any mana to do much of anything right now, and I'm just going to get knocked into them as well. So yeah, again, my team just not really paying attention, and just making us lose the fight because of it. And so we'll pick up our pickaxe there. And before heading back into lane after respawning, but yeah, they did get the dragon, they did kill most of us, so overall that was just the worst fight that we could have possibly had. Good thing our Mordekaiser is a little bit ahead, so we can potentially bring it back that way. But yeah, we'll just head back into the bot lane now. But yeah, I only had 130 something mana overall, so that was enough for an ult, and then maybe a trap, basically. So I managed to get a W off earlier, which then brought me down to that amount of mana, so I wasn't able to do anything afterwards, basically. But, yep, just an unfortunate reality of the situation there. Team isn't always going to notice what's happening, so you just have to deal with it. Okay, Lee Sin is around the area. He has got his full mythic at least. But now, again, they're just back in lane, so we can't stand anywhere near them. Because we will just instantly die again. And Diana is at that point now where she's gone for full tank. Do all Dianas just build full tank these days? Because the last one is again just rushed a Spirit Visage. Now this one's rushing a Frostfire. One a while ago I was against rushed a Frostfire, I'm pretty sure. So we are going to get tagged by the E's there from the Seraphine. We'll be able to get some of these minions, but obviously we do have to trade a lot of health for that. Soraka should be able to sustain us in reality, but she's probably not going to sustain us all that much, honestly. We do really need help, but they obviously have vision there at this point. So we can't really do anything about it. Because we can't push up in lane and deny them vision either, because of how risky it is to even be anywhere near them. So they just get free reign to put as much vision around as they feel like. And yep, again, nothing I can do. So, again, I just have to go back to trying to hit this tower and hoping I can get something out of it. But yep, now they're coming back. So again, I just have to leave. Cannot do anything against it. Ashe, Seraphine looks like she's actually going back towards the mid lane somewhere. So I get a little bit of breathing room to try and get these minions, I suppose. And Soraka is back in lane now, but I kind of want to leave. But I don't really have enough for my Gale Force yet. I'm only a couple hundred gold off of it. So I would prefer to just stay for it. But yeah, the Ashe has rushed an Immortal Shield Bow, which means she's going to be very hard to kill. The sustain from the Seraphine makes it very hard for us to do damage to her as well. Oh, okay, and I wasn't fast enough there. My auto attack speed isn't fast enough. Okay, looks like our team is just losing up on the top side of the map as well. So, time to just push this as hard as possible. There goes the Soraka ult, but it doesn't matter at all. And we also miss out on that cannon minion there. So yeah, my team is obviously going for a surrender vote here. I'm going to say no for now. It wouldn't have mattered if I'd said yes because somebody already said no. But we all managed to pick up our Gale Force, and then we'll look into going into the Collector next. But we have to just get back to lane for now. Soraka should just stay away from the Gragas there, because honestly he can probably just one-shot her anyway. They're going for the dragon right now. Diana was also around the area. So, yeah, yet again, nothing we can do to defend against that dragon, which is an infernal, so they're just going to get even more damage. Which is just going to make the game even more impossible to play. So we'll throw a trap in there, just in case they're sitting in there, which they aren't. Goodness. Oh, okay. We'll ult for this, see if we can get the Seraphine at all. But it doesn't look like we can. That was a little bit unfortunate there. Oh, I thought she was going to jump onto me there, which is why I instantly flashed out of the way. Okay, so we did manage to get that ward, but now we can't do anything else. The reason I flashed instead of Gale Forcing is because I wanted to save it for the damage if I needed it. But yeah. She didn't end up going for me anyway. And again, we can't walk up because we don't have vision. So this game is overall just impossible for us to play at this point. Now we will just go for that. We'll try and get out of the way of her. Yeah, we'll get the kill on Diana, hopefully. Okay, we will get the kill on her. Okay, we didn't quite manage to land the W on the Ashe there. Okay, but we will manage to just get out of the way of her at least. Okay, so overall, that went okay at the end there. Obviously not amazing, but could have definitely been worse as well. So now we'll go for the Collector, going for a serrated Dirk first. Or, actually we might go for the pickaxe into a longsword, is what I think we'll actually go first. And heading back up towards the mid lane to see if we can get any of these minions. We'll manage to pick that one up, but Lee Sin looks like he's just going to go and not even get the cannon and just ruin my chances of getting it, so that's fine. I'll just go for these raptors here. I do have my ult up, but we can't really do too much with that at the moment anyway. and the mark ran out on her just as I threw it, but it didn't hit her anyway, so it doesn't particularly matter. Yep. Can't do anything here. We do have to be careful of the Gragas. We'll throw a trap down there. We'll manage to hit the Diana, but again, it's not really doing anything, and at this point it's probably a waste of mana, honestly. Yeah, we can't even get that because Lee Sin is again just going to ruin it. Good thing that Mordekaiser is pushing in the top lane at least. We don't have our cleanse, so we need to be especially careful here. Even if we W the Gragas here, that's not going to get us anything. Oh, okay, at least Ashe whiffed her ult. So we'll clear that wave out. We'll put a ward in here. And just sort of stay with our team at this point. We have to kind of ARAM at this point because there's not really anything else we can do. Lee Sin is landing some Qs, but they're not really Qs that he can afford to follow up on. And again, he's just taking farm, which is really frustrating. But again, can't do anything about it. We'll just W the Seraphine there for some damage. Garen is pushing in the top lane freely because we can't be in 3 places at once when we're this far behind. So we just have to basically give them whatever they want. Stay away from the Diana and the Seraphine there. Okay. Gragas again will be able to get that kill there. Now you have to leave, get out of the way of Diana. Mark disappeared from the Ashe, so we can't try and root her up or anything. We'll manage to get that minion. Yeah, we'll get that one. But it looks like our... Oh no, she's back. Okay, so I guess it was just a momentary disconnect. Okay. So now Lee Sin looks like he's in some trouble. Okay, Mordekaiser's gonna just pull her out of it. Zero synergy at all in this entire thing going on here. Okay, we are gonna hit that. Again, I have no mana. So I do just have to leave. Hopefully my team doesn't be stupid here and just kill themselves. But it looks like they're trying to do that, so... Garen will flash onto our Master Yi. Oh, sorry, our Lee Sin, but... He's not going to get the kill, but still... they just shouldn't have been around the area. Oh, and here comes Gragas. Lee Sin is going to pick up their red buff. He kind of had to smite it at that point because of the Gragas ult. So we will just head back up into the mid lane here. Hopefully Lee Sin won't take all this farm, but it looks like he's trying to yet again. Okay. Now we'll throw another trap down here just to try and slow down the minion waves. Don't really know where many of them are, so it's probably really stupid for me to be up here. But we will do it anyway. Okay, we'll manage to clear out those minions. I don't think the Gragas is anywhere near us right now, so we can just back off a little bit. Try and back for our collector. And then hopefully we can do a little bit more. Collector, and we'll be going into the Infinity Edge next probably, or maybe even the Lord Dominic's because of the Diana, but we'll have to see. Actually probably Lord Dominic's would be better. So if we would just try and do that, get those 2 minions. Garen is over there. Looks like the game pace has slowed down a little bit, which is always appreciated at this point. Ashe and Seraphine are obviously up there, and so is Gragas. So yet again, can't do anything about that right now. We'll use our W on this minion wave here, just to clear it out. Level up our W. It looks like they're after Mordekaiser, so Mordekaiser needs to leave right now. But he's, again, too slow on his reactions, and he's just going to die for it. So I'm not even going to bother going up there, because the 2v5, or 3v5 I guess in this situation, is not going to work out. So we will just push that wave up, and now I guess we kind of have to back here to try and help out. Grab some more crit, and before heading off over here. Again, can't do anything too much. I don't know whether the Gragas has ult or not still. We'll make sure to clear this ward out so they can't teleport to that at some point. Katarina did manage to push a little bit in the bot lane at least. It looks like they are heading over to the Baron, which again isn't something we can even look to try and contest right now. So yeah, I should definitely have a blue ward at this point, so that is my bad for sure. Now I just need to walk away. That was a very bad ult from me. Yep, and again, just caught out here, nothing we can really do. Hopefully Katarina can get a kill or two. Okay, we will manage to get this. Again, Mordekaiser is just going to take someone who was a decently okay target away from us. We'll get another route there, but it's not going to matter. We'll get this minion. Oh, okay, Leeson's going to smite that one for absolutely zero reason. This game is just going absolutely horribly. But again, can't really do more than I think we're doing at the moment. We're trying to stay safe where we can. Oh, I need to also get a blue ward. I was just talking about that before. Trying to stay safe where we can and do damage where we can as well. But there aren't a lot of opportunities for us to do so at this point. And so I don't have cleanse for another 2.5 minutes, nor do I have flash for another 4. But the dragon is coming up, and I don't have ult for 13 seconds. So again, like, what are we really going to do to try and fight this? This is all we can do. Yep, and that is just the game, I would say. Gragas is going to come for me here. He's not going to be able to get me. He's not going to be able to get me, fortunately, but they pick up the Mountain Soul and they kill 3 of us. Which means that we just have absolutely no way to win this. So we'll just kill what minions we can here. Just get rid of that one. We will pick up a last Whisper here. And yeah, now we just gotta try and hold them off up here. 3 of us against, or 4 of us against 5 of them with a Mountain Soul. Which obviously is impossible. Yep, and that's just game. So, there wasn't really anything we could do for the entire game there. Well, Seraphine and the Ashe make it impossible to play the lane phase. especially when we have a Soraka. We need someone with engage to deal with that lane. But that's just not what we were given this game. And then by the mid game and by the late game, everyone was just too fed and too tanky for us to do absolutely anything to them whatsoever. So if you take a look at the graphs, again, like I did almost the least damage in the game. I even almost did less than Soraka, just because there was no way for me to get into any of the fights without being in immediate danger. But yeah, not really too much else to say about that. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did like it, don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe. And I hope you guys will like the next video as well. Catch you later.